My name is Susan Wood and I come from Scotland, and this is my fourth visit to the fish factory and the East Fjords. When I came, I'd wanted to work on nature and the natural world, because that's one of the great attractions here, that you are miles from anywhere, and it is very beautiful just watching the hills, the clouds, the changing wind, weather, rain and snow, as we've just seen. Most of the work I've done here this time has been inspired not only by the mountains which are here, which are ancient volcanic mountains from volcanic action millions of years ago. I've based my work on my impressions and internalization of the volcano in Reykjanes Peninsula in the southwest of Iceland, as well as what I've seen here. So when you look at my work, you'll see not only the natural world, the mountains, the stones, but also the impact that the new eruption, the first one for 800 years in that peninsula, just quite a phenomenal event, that an area that people thought was dormant suddenly springs to life. So you'll see on my table I've laid out some of my work inspired by the volcano, and for the first time I've been experimenting with painting on glass, and I've been using glass paint which fires at very low temperature, 160 degrees. So I've been influenced then by the volcano, and I've tried to make one or two things which are a bit like volcanic rock. So on my table I have three what looks like lumps of lava, but are actually bits of cork from the beach. So I'm always interested in beachcombing and what I find on the beach, and then trying to use these things in my work. So these are a bit of playful fun, really. And then I did a woodcut, which was based on photos I'd taken from the webcam. You can take a screenshot from the webcam. So the first lino cut I did is printed in black and white, and represents the lava rolling down the hillside, but equally it could be a scene which is simply the hills across opposite where we're sitting now on the other side of the fjord, with the rivers coming down, because obviously it's the same type of origin. The structure of the landscape is similar, although here it was formed so many million years earlier. This work here, behind me, the black and copper work, represents the lava streaming down. The black sections are knitted with rug wool. I've just done a very loose lace pattern with very large needles. And the copper represents the flashes of hot, burning, reddish, bright-coloured lava which is streaming down. I said that the mountains are one of the things that influence me, whether the volcano is happening or not. And this work to my right was a more abstract version of the many angular lines that we get within the mountainside. So for this one I used old electric wire that was lying around and wove it effectively into the circular rusty metal frame, and then used a hammer to bang it flat so that the shapes are very flat and smooth. Altogether, I would say that my work is about the mountains, the volcano, the natural world, and I suppose colour-wise, this whole question of black and red. So you'll see on the table I've presented a lot of kind of abstract collection of items focusing on this contrast between the very vivid red, fiery red, and the rusty copper or the lava colours. I've loved my month here. It's been absolutely wonderful. The people here are so kind and helpful, and we've had such a wonderful time with the other artists, and I would like to come back one day, and I do intend to do a lot more printmaking and screen prints and work on glass at home using more conventional glass materials based on what I've seen and experienced here. So I've had a lovely time, and if anybody's interested in coming, I would certainly recommend staying here.